Hey, welcome to the Philly Fox and Danny D Eagles Podcast Phillies edition. That's the star of the show, Philly Fox, and I'm your host, Danny D. And we are coming to you from our Eagles perch in the Ed Bobco Memorial Studios in beautiful Morristown, PA. Take it away, Philly. What's our first topic?
Well, we'll start with Sosa. If he hit a home run and the catcher's interference against the Red Sox that won us the game, he was batting during that.
Yeah. Obviously, the guy, he's a great utility player. This guy comes in and he plays any position you need. He comes through with the hits. He's not somebody who sits for a week or so and then comes in and is cold. He heats up and does well right away. But unfortunately...
That's the collision with Marsh. I don't know who the miscommunication, who said they had it in, right?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is the second time there's been a miscommunication where Sosa's involved in the play. Remember, they had that one earlier on in the year
against the Rojas.
With Rojas. Yep. But and this isn't the only. Those aren't the only two occasions. Okay, our outfield has definitely got to play better. We definitely need better play from them. These are not the type of mistakes. And look, the guy went down. He was in pain. He didn't look like he was. Did you think he was going to play the next day from what you saw of him laying on the field?
Well, no, actually, no.
Yeah, and when I saw the lineup for the next day and saw that he was in there playing shortstop, for Trey Turner, I was really glad to see it. So anyway.
Because we'll go to Stott, he's picking it up, and after the birth of his son.
Yeah. Come on. Even the best of the biggest Stotty supporters, right? You have to be getting a little come on, Stott, let's pick it up, man. We want you to be on this team, but we need a little more from you. He does do all the little things, right?
Oh, yes, he fouls pitches off.
Yeah, and believe it or not, that really does add up and does count and does help the offense, right? Because it helps pitchers' counts go up. And gets starting pitchers out of the game sooner and stuff. But definitely great to see him come in and pick it up with the bat a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was a JT. He's hot with the bat, and then he also had that play from Rojas. It wasn't the greatest throw by Rojas, but
yeah, initially when it first happened, I think Rojas got a lot of the credit. Maybe not as half the credit, but he got a lot of credit in that and he did make a decent play catching the ball and getting it in right away. But man, that play was all JT, right?
Well, yeah, because he went up like that.
Yeah, acrobatic. He caught it and tagged all in one move. Not too many guys can make that play. There's a lot of catchers where that ball might have sailed over the top of their head, or even if they did catch it, didn't even have a chance, okay? So, yeah, we'll credit Rojas for getting the ball in quick. But, man, that's why JT, he's going to have his down times with his batting average. He's not going to be hot all the time, right?
Well, pretty much no batter. Otherwise, we would all be batting 500 and everybody.
Yeah, right, exactly. But, and let's face it, little things can sometimes mess with a batter, right? And he's a catcher. He's not young anymore, but man, not just that kind of defensive play, but the way he still throws guys out at second. And we forget about him on the base path, right? He's the one that made that what highlights he's had this year. You remember when, I forget who he was chasing on the base path, and remember when they scored both at the one right after another?
Well, it was on against the Mets on an Apple TV Plus game, so I couldn't see it.
Oh, that was right. That was one that you couldn't see, but I think it was a Friday night game. I'm pretty sure they're in their blues and their City Connect uniforms, and it was. People went nuts, man, on Twitter about that one. So let's not forget how good he is of a defensive player, how good he is on the base path and the plays he makes out there. The guy, at whatever age he is, I can't remember what his age is right now, but he is still fast and still a factor. And I'm glad to have him on this team, and I hope he's here next year.
Well, yeah, same with Schwarber and he'll say Ranger Suarez,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's okay. I didn't turn my phone down. We get little interruptions, but we just move right along. Okay.
Because we'll go to Schwarber speaking to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Schwarber, come on. What do you think about as far as MVP? Is it a legitimate case?
Oh yes, 'cause it's not just home runs. Like I mean, it's a lot of home, but I mean, he gets on base too. It's
Yeah,
because the narrative used to be all we could do is hit home runs and all that.
Yeah, and normally he's just a DH, right? Because we don't really like him out in the outfield too much, do we?
Granted, he made a great catch, but that's
Yeah. I mean, he did make a great catch yesterday. He ended up falling back. He caught it. He fell backwards. I wouldn't say a great catch. Holding on to it was great. The catch was pretty awkward and stuff, but he fell, and everybody's like waiting to see the ball, and then he gets the ball out of his glove and flips it back to who was that, Sosa? Yeah. So so the guy can do it all, and as far as the number, I don't know. Am I crazy?
I think he can hit 60. No.
Yeah, I mean, some guys on John Foley, he's kind of had him on this 50 home run march for quite a bit of time, and and I always kid him about it. I says, man, you got to raise that number up to 60, man, because he, sure, he might cool off. We don't want him to cool off, but he's been known to be even hotter
as the season goes on.
So I don't know. I'm thinking that 60 is an achievable number, and even so, even if he doesn't, he definitely, for us, he's having an MVP year.
Well, yes, because to me, I want the real award, the World Series. I don't want MVP. That's not my priority.
Oh, absolutely.
Cy Young, MVP, you name it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a topic of conversation. You're right. World Series is what we want. I mean, really, and anything short of that would be a disappointment in a way. Of course, we'd be happy with just even just making it there. But yeah, we got to make it there, and we got to win this thing. And if he wins the MVP along the way, that just means that the Phillies probably are going to be in the World Series because that guy can help carry us there. All right, next topic.
We'll go to Otto Kemp. He's heating up like 2 home runs.
Yeah, automatic, right? Finally. I mean, the guy has been showing some signs of this. Then he gets a little cold and stuff, but maybe it's going to take this time.
Well, he's a young hitter, like you can't just expect him to be Babe Ruth,
right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. And a big difference doing it in the minors and doing it in the major leagues for a contender that's in a playoff race right now, race for the playoffs.
Yes, and then we'll go to Harper, like number 350.
Yeah, good for him. He's been doing really well. I don't know what his current batting average is, but he's bringing it up. He's bringing it up big time, coming through in clutch moments.
I think he's just getting on, whether it's by walks or hits,
Right. That's what I was going to say. He's cutting down on the strikeouts. He's cutting down on the whiffs, and that's key. That's absolutely key. So good for him.
Yes, after Harper, I mean, we might have to go to our pitchers, say. It wasn't their best week of work, unfortunately. But at the same time, we still won 4 out of 6, which I would take that.
Yeah, 2 series. I mean, absolutely you take that. And against 2 good teams,
Well, 2 teams that are in a playoff race.
Yeah. I mean, whether the Yankees are at the top of the league or wherever, they have plenty of talent. And it's never an easy thing to go into, especially to go into the Bronx, right?
Yes, and win.
And win too, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't have the best day out of Wheeler on Sunday. But you know what? We didn't expect too much more than that, to be honest with you.
Because it's hard to sweep the Yankees in their own ballpark.
And they got too many good hitters to keep their bats silent all the time. And he didn't have a good ERA. For some reason, that place, just hasn't been lucky for him. But, overall, the pitching staff didn't look bad. We, of course, we'll talk about it.
Yes, the next segment,
Yeah.
But we'll mention Nick as the last thing before we go.
Okay.
Because he had the 1-game injury or whatever.
He sat for a game. Yeah.
And then came back with a homer, he said so.
Yeah. And, of course, as soon as Nick wasn't playing, not everybody knew that he had a little injury, and that's why he sat. And then, of course, right away, the trade rumors start. Nick's one of those guys that, You either love him or you hate him, and
we're better with Castellanos in the lineup, I'd say.
Yeah, that's the way I feel. I feel we're there. I think I feel like he's one of those guys. In a way, he's almost like he's not as vocal as a Rhys Hoskins, but he is the kind of guy that can hit that home run. He can drive in runs, and he can pick up the team for a while when he gets hot. So. Yeah, I'm glad to see him come back. I'm glad to see him swinging the bat well and producing. Okay.
Well, so we'll have to go to Are You Freaking Kidding Me? And we all know what the elephant in the room is this week, you know?
Yeah, are you freaking kidding me, Rob Thompson? Come on, seriously. I love you, Rob. You know I'm one of your biggest fans. John's a big fan too, right? Philly's a big fan.
I'm kind of like on the fence, you know, like. But I'm in the middle, like I'm not.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't speak for Philly. Yeah, he's definitely not as big a fan as I am. You know, I mean, you don't want him fired, right? I mean, you're not on that. Are you that far with him?
Well, at times, but it could be knee jerk. It could be, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and that was one of those situations where a lot of people, if you are on the fence or if you're not 100% behind them. I mean, come on. Why didn't you pull Luzardo? Everybody in the stadium, everybody watching the game, everybody on Twitter, everybody but Rob except you knew to pull him at that time.
Well, yes, because we were up like 5-0. Like it should have been a sweep, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? He might say, well, you know, we had the lead, you know, but oh well.
But the reason, like, the bullpen was well rested. That's the thing, because like the day before Sanchez. Oh, so we didn't mention Sanchez, so we'll throw him in. He pitched a complete game against the Red Sox, like a win, but
right. Because
he only gave up like one home run, and it was just like that one run. So
okay, yeah,
you know.
Absolutely. So yeah, Rob, come on, man, you got to do better. Okay? Because I really don't want you to be a topic of Are You Freaking Kidding Me again? And apologies to Sanchez for not including you in the first part. Yeah, that was definitely that was big time. That's why we were saying that was part of our
like pitching thing.
Yeah, our thing for pitching, right? Like that.
Luzardo didn't have a good game, but at the same time, Rob blew it up. It isn't like, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know, and then we got that great game by Sanchez. So the pitching staff is still the best pitching staff in baseball, I feel. I feel we have the best group of starters.
Because this is without Nola yet?
Without Nola, and we still got the technically the Painter arrival and other people in the
well, like Abel has been doing better. Down the farm, like they just yanked him up too fast, and then, you know, he wasn't ready, unfortunately. You know?
Yeah, and whether he was ready or not or whatever, sometimes it's just timing, because look, Zach's our guy, right? And Zach can go out there and have a bad game or not a great game. So a lot of times it's just the timing, and
like I said, the Yankees were in desperation mode because they didn't want to get swept in their home. You know, like
sure,
you got to think of that too. You know, like,
yeah, absolutely. I know you always got Zach's back. That's for sure.
Well, but I'm just saying, I think if he pitched like the first or second game, he would have done better, because, you know, like desperation mode's a real thing. Like, you know, Hunter Brody. I mean, I agree with Hunter Brody. Like, you know, when you lose 2 games, like you're in desperation mode to win that third one, you know, like
it could be. Yeah, absolutely. Situations, and that's my point about Abel is, you know, a lot of times it's situations and things, and there's a lot of things that come into play. But yeah, getting back to it, man, we got great pitching staff. So, all right, man, let's wrap it up. That was a good show today. So remember, if you don't hate us,
like us,
okay, and then subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss an episode. And look for John's recaps after the games. And unfortunately, sometimes he's working, and I'll pick up for it. I'll pick up on him. And I'm at Dan DeEduardo1 on Twitter, DANEDWARDO1. And so when John's not doing it, if you want to follow me, you can. I'll pick up on the nights when John can't and stuff. So we'll keep you updated and give you our recaps. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Let's go Phillies!